So let's get right into it. We're going to dive into a really powerful and honestly often overlooked reason why so many people feel stuck. Like you just can't quite manifest the future that you really want.
I mean, let me ask you this. Have you ever had your trust broken? It's a pretty universal experience, isn't it? Whether it was a friend, maybe a family member, or a partner, that sting of betrayal, yeah, almost everyone knows what that feels like. But here's the kicker. What if that one moment, maybe something that happened years and years ago, is still subconsciously getting in the way, blocking your career, your finances, and your ability to jump on new opportunities right now?
And that leads us to the first big idea we need to unpack, understanding what the real root of this block actually is.
Okay, so here's what's so wild about how our subconscious works. It basically doesn't have a concept of time. So that really painful memory from way back when, well, on a subconscious level, it's not in the past at all. It feels like it's still happening, and it's absolutely influencing the reality you're living in today.
And we have to get this straight. This isn't just about romantic trust issues. Nope. This applies to everything. Business deals that just seem to fall apart, promotions you keep getting passed over for, clients you can't seem to land. It all grows from the very same root.
So to really get a grip on this, we kind of have to redefine what we even mean by trust. Let's look at trust and its opposite, mistrust, from a totally fresh angle.
Let's just boil it down to its simplest form. At its very core, trust isn't some big, complicated, mystical thing. It's just confidence. It's confidence that someone will come through or that an outcome is going to be positive. And when you build on that, right, when that confidence gets so strong it becomes unshakable, it actually transforms into conviction. And that is the powerful force we often call faith, the engine that's behind all creation and manifestation. So if trust is confidence in a good outcome, what in the world is mistrust? I absolutely love this quote. Mistrust is confidence in limitation. Think about that. You're still using that same powerful energy of faith, but you're pointing it directly at a negative outcome. And this just lays it out so perfectly. This is the choice you're making pretty much every moment of every day. Are you putting your faith in the infinite potential of life, or are you putting your faith in the finite world of limitations, scarcity, and things going wrong?
So how does this whole thing actually play out in our day-to-day lives? Well, this brings us to a super important concept, the people-life connection. The whole idea is simple, but it's also incredibly profound. Almost every single thing you want, whether it's a job, a relationship, a business deal, it gets delivered to you through other people. So here's the crucial link. If your subconscious is just filled with this deep-seated mistrust of people because of those old wounds, then you have a deep-seated mistrust of life itself. You're basically blocking the very channels that your desires need to travel through to get to you.
I mean, really think about it. That promotion, it comes from a boss. A new client is a person. That amazing opportunity is usually brought to you by a friend. If you don't trust the delivery system, how can you ever expect to receive the package?
But it doesn't stop with trusting others. This issue actually spirals into something even deeper and way more personal, a fundamental mistrust in yourself. I want you to ask yourself this and be really honest. If your biggest dream came true tomorrow, all the money, the perfect partner, the dream career, do you deep down really trust yourself not to mess it all up?
For so many of us, the honest answer is probably not. And this subconscious fear of failure, this feeling that we aren't really capable of handling success, it leads straight to self-sabotage. We unconsciously push away the very things we want to protect ourselves from the potential pain of letting ourselves down.
Okay, so if that's the problem, what's the fix? That's what this final section is all about. We're going to walk through the method for how to actually heal this wound. Now, the goal here is not to change the past. We can't do that. What's done is done. The real goal is to dissolve the powerful, negative emotional charge that those old memories are still holding over you in your subconscious.
And there's a really clear step-by-step technique for this. First, you pick a specific memory of betrayal. Got it? Second, replay it in your mind. Make it vivid. Third, and this is the magic part, you revise it. Imagine a different ending where the person did the right thing, where trust was honored. And finally, you let yourself fully feel the positive emotions of that new memory. Feel the relief, the joy, the peace. And just to be super clear, this isn't about denying what really happened. This is an internal exercise. You are consciously reprogramming your subconscious emotional reaction to that old event, and by doing that, you're setting your present reality free from its grip.
Because in the end, this is what it's all about. When you heal these wounds, you start to trust people again. And when you trust people, you start to trust life again. And as the saying goes, when you trust life, life will finally give you what it is that you want to materialize.
So, I'll just leave you with this final thought. Your past does not have to be your future. The power to change everything is right here, right now. The only question left is, which broken trust will you choose to heal first?